Do you suffer from arthritis or possibly migraine headaches, but you don't have insurance and you really don't have a whole lot of hope? Well, there's a company that can actually offer some hope through a clinical trial of a pharmaceutical drug just for you. Joining me now is the founder, co-founder, and the CEO of 3A Research, Michael Raucci. Nice to see you, sir.
Nice to meet you too, Robert.
Okay, Michael, let's talk about 3A. Comes from an interesting part of your background, this company. Tell us about that.
Robert, I named 3A Research after my childhood apartment in the Bronx, New York.
You grew up in the Bronx?
I grew up in the Bronx, in the Soundview area, in apartments called Leland Housing. I grew up in the 70s. It was a little scary at times, but you know, getting to my community and walking home late at night and going home to apartment 3A and locking that door and getting home safe, I felt safe. You know, I had a strong dad and a good mother, and getting home to apartment 3A made me feel good and safe. And naming the company, I want the volunteers to have that same sense of security when they conduct the clinical trial.
Well, let's talk about 3A Research and how it helps people. Let's say they don't have any insurance, they don't really have any hope, but they have pain. How do they reach out to you, and how do these pharmaceutical companies interconnect with them?
Well, Robert, we contract with big pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer, Merck. Many of the big companies, they offer these clinical trials to the community. So they contract companies like 3A Research, and we'll go out there and we'll advertise, we'll use our database, we'll find physicians and offer these trials to the community to see if they qualify. If they qualify, we'll monitor them and offer these free medications and expensive procedures at no cost to them.
So sometimes these procedures, as part of the research, involve MRIs or possibly scans that are very, very expensive, and that's included if they're accepted?
Oh yes, if you qualify for a clinical trial, like for example, we're doing a study on osteoarthritis of the knee. We're offering MRIs, x-rays, and lab testing that are very costly, but there's no cost to the subject, no insurance is billed, and all of this is free and we monitor throughout. It's a great opportunity and alternative if you don't have insurance to get these free procedures.
Now, when you talk about trials, of course, that means that the pharmaceutical companies are doing some testing. Now, that might make somebody go, I don't know if I want to be a test subject, but that's where 3A comes in. Well, it's all about safety.
A lot of people see these commercials with side effects and they get a little nervous. Well, every drug has a side effect. Even aspirin and Tylenol have side effects and adverse events, okay? Here at 3A Research, we follow strict FDA guidelines. We follow all the protocol procedures and we monitor subjects throughout the trial. So you're getting excellent treatment, excellent monitoring, and we're making sure that you're safe throughout the trial. You have rights as a volunteer, and we make sure we follow all these procedures safely and we monitor you well.
Michael, what if people are sort of having to travel to you? I know you have 3 locations.
3 locations.
2 in El Paso, 1 in Las Cruces.
That's correct.
But what if that takes a lot of time, and I mean, what if...
Well, Robert, we compensate our volunteers and participants for their time and travel. If they need an Uber or they can't get here, we'll provide it. If they have to take time off from work, we compensate them for their time. So we're appreciative of their time, and we really expect them, we want to make sure that we're going to compensate them on time and travel.
I don't see how this is a lose-lose in any way. This is actually a very good thing. Michael, how do they reach out to 3A Research?
Well, they can contact us, they can call our offices, they can go to our website, or they can do our social media. You know, we're here for the community. We want to help them. Research is a good thing. You know, technology and science is always evolving. So is drugs. We want to make sure that we're here to help them, and we always put the community first.
Michael, thank you so much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
More information, go to our website, ktsm.com, click on that Studio 9.